My parents abandoned me in a dumpster and then found me years later and sued me. On the night my mother gave birth to me, they abandoned me next to a dumpster. A bystander heard me crying and called the police. They rushed me to the hospital where I was treated for dehydration. I was covered in ants and bug bites. The doctor who treated me quickly bonded with me. He called his wife to the hospital and she also fell in love with me. They knew they wanted to adopt me, so they began the adoption process. I grew up in a loving family. My parents were absolutely amazing. My parents put me through medical school. Everything was going great. Until right before I graduated, my adoptive parents were killed in a car wreck, leaving me a huge inheritance. This destroyed me. I wanted them, not their money. It took a couple of months to get everything straightened out. My adoptive parents had a lot of money, properties, stocks, and different things that I had to go through. When everything was done, I moved back into our home. The same week I moved back home, I got a letter in the mail. It was from my biological mother. She said she'd been trying to contact me. That same night, I received a phone call from her. She said, "Hey, sweetie, I'm your real mother." I said, "Lady, I don't know who you are, but my real mother is dead." She said, "No, I'm the one that gave birth to you." I said, "Yeah, you're also the one that abandoned me in a dumpster and left me for dead. So do not contact me again." This is where the phone call started. Her and my biological father began calling me every day. At first, they started off pretending like they wanted to get to know me and spend time with me. But within a couple of weeks, they were demanding money. Yeah, they had somehow found out about my inheritance and thought they had some right to claim it. I told them not to contact me again, and I had my lawyer serve them with a cease and desist. That's when my lawyer contacted me and said that I was being sued. My biological mother called me again. She said, "We deserve that money. If we hadn't left you at the dumpster, you wouldn't have this inheritance. You wouldn't have lived the life you led. Therefore, you owe us that money. We're struggling right now and we need help." I was in shock. I thought to myself, who do these people think they are? You abandoned me, a one-day-old baby, in a dumpster. If that bystander hadn't have heard me crying, I wouldn't be here today. My father, the doctor, literally saved my life. And they think they have some claim to his money? No, now I was furious. So I had my lawyer file for a restraining order and told them if they didn't leave me alone, I would be countersuing them for abandonment, child endangerment, child abuse, and neglect. Now the statute of limitations would have hurt my case, but my lawyer assured me they didn't have a case at all. But the audacity. I mean, really, who does this? Anyways, we went to court. The judge literally laughed at their claims. He said, "You guys can't be serious. You're suing the child you abandoned in a dumpster from an inheritance they gained from their adoptive parents. Are y'all crazy?" He dismissed the case and granted me the restraining order. They still tried to contact me after that. I got weekly letters and phone calls, them telling me what a bad person I was and it was my duty as their child to take care of them financially. But wasn't it their duty as a parent to take care of me as a child? I don't want to name my country, but it wasn't America. Anyways, that was the story of my crazy biological parents. I clicked the link and that was a real story that happened.